You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today. And when you get out of here, you
I'll tell you what happened here. I'll tell you what happened here today. I watched a bad movie, so you people didn't have to. That's what happened here. Now it's actually pretty funny, but it's like a body horror movie. So we're going to be reviewing. In case you guys didn't know already from the thumbnail, we're reviewing a nice little Oscar award-winning movie. No, we're actually reviewing Frakenhooker. She's hot. She's sexy. She's sutured. She's sutured to please. So that's actually the actual tagline for this movie. God have mercy on us all. Hey, Lady Prime.
Lady Prime, would you like to join us? Because I don't know if you're at the camera, what your situation.
Yeah, you can come on if you want.
All right, definitely invited, I would think.
You can send her the link if you want to.
I don't know what she's got going on. I know she's got, and then she's a mom too. So.
All right.
She's got excuses if she needs them.
I'm going to try to share this.
But this might be right up your alley, this Franknhooker movie, Lady Prime.
We're going to show the trailer. If I get Madam, if I get booted out, just hold the fort down. I'll be right back. You know how it goes. You know what happens with my computer. I got to get a new computer. I got a new computer. She said she watched it 2 months ago and was dying laughing. Here's the trailer for Frakenhooker. I don't know how well this
work. Okay, I won't send her the link then.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm Barbie Hooker.
You're going to Pizza Hut. All right. Okay. It's there.
This is the trailer.
Let's see if we can play it.
Okay.
By the motion picture Franknhooker. In 1935, horror turned to terror with the Bride of Frankenstein. In 1990, the makers of Basket Case and Brain
Frakenhooker. He has the ingenuity.
We need female body parts.
He has everything he needs, except the raw materials.
Just hold still. Excellent. Oh my God. Bunyan!
Wow! Jeffrey's creation is alive.
Look for some action.
Jerk to please.
Listen, I'm looking for a very tall, attractive woman. She's purple. She's got fresh bars on her. She's in the bar!
Now a motion picture like no other. A tender story of love and romance.
One day.
A gripping tale of lust and revenge. Franknhooker.
Incredible.
Some assemble.
Hey, we got another person. We got another guest here.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
No way. No way.
Watch the trailer.
What's up?
Oh my God! There's another person in the universe who wants to talk about this movie.
Roscoe, you can come on too.
Actually, I missed this
on Franknhooker.
Actually,
Come on! I'm just
send out Roscoe the link and see if he can. Come on, Roscoe. Let me send it to it. Hold on, I'll try to figure it later.
I totally missed this one. I was busy, so I'll probably watch it after we do this.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I might as well watch this movie.
I recommend it. It's actually a fun time.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
All right. Okay.
So who's doing clips for you and stuff like that?
Nobody. We couldn't find any clips because there's a lot of nudity in this movie.
Yep. Too much nudity.
But we're gonna do the Wikipedia. Well, there wasn't any on the Clip Cafe. We're gonna reenact
the scenes.
We're going to reenact it.
Matt's
Yeah.
gonna be
She's
the
like,
hooker.
what happens is though, yeah, I'll be the hooker. What happens is this guy's like an inventor and he's got like a brain in a jar. It's like a talking brain, right? At the first of the movie. Well, he gets his girlfriend's dad a remote control tiller like thing, one of them big dangerous looking yard tiller things or whatever. It's a big ass giant with a bunch of blades on the front of it. And it's remote controlled. And she's like, look, here's how it works. And she's standing in front of it. It runs over and just throws parts everywhere. So he steals her head and puts it in a freezer. And he eats with it every week. Like, hey, honey. And he decides to go and
he just didn't let go.
Does he take it out of the freezer to eat with it?
Yeah, like he's pouring wine in her mouth and it's coming out her throat. It's real gross. So then he decides he's going to find a bunch of he can regenerate a body. So he's going to go find some hookers and pick and choose their body parts like a meat market. And he doesn't want to kill them though. He's like, oh, they're all on crack. So I will invent what I call super crack. When they smell super crack, their head explodes.
Nice.
Of course.
Yeah, all the parts you need.
You can't overcrack it, guys. You can't overcrack it. Everyone knows.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. We're here.
Your head will explode.
That's what we're doing. All right, I'm going to show the Wikipedia page.
Oh, good. We're going to get history on this.
And we're going to get a little history of this
history
movie.
lesson on
and
Franknhooker.
we're going to find out why it didn't win an Academy Award.
Or
Although I think I already know why.
The Lady Prime's in the house. What's up?
That's what I'll probably do to Family Prime.
Frakenhooker. This is great.
Yeah, just the name's funny.
Troy's Reviews.
It's a 1990 American black comedy horror film, co-written and directed by Franknhooker, loosely inspired by Mary Shelley's 18. Loosely, and when we say loosely inspired, we mean loosely inspired by Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus. The film stars James Lorenz as a medical student dropout, Jeffrey Franken as a former penthouse pet, Patty Mullen as the title character. He goes, a young man who lives in Ho-Ho-Cuss, New Jersey, instead of Hoboken, New Jersey, I guess, is a power plant worker and an amateur scientist who specializes in bioelectricity. He's about to marry his fiancée, Elizabeth. Nice. At the birthday party of Elizabeth's father, Jeffrey presents him with an automatic lawnmower as a gift. But when Elizabeth tries to demonstrate it, she gets caught in its path and is gruesomely killed. In his grief, he begins plotting to use the knowledge of circuits to rebuild Elizabeth and bring her back to life. He also drills holes in his head. Yeah, he does performing self-trepanations with a power drill to help himself calm down. He decides to make the perfect new body for Elizabeth by harvesting the body of a New York City prostitute.
Wow.
After meeting several women.
Well, that's going to be STD free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he also meets several women in their abusive pimp, Zorro.
Zorro, nice.
Whip?
Yeah, he's a Zorro, the muscle-bound temperamental crack dealer. Nice. Jeffrey tricks Zorro to letting him rent every one of the women for a single night to find the one with the perfect body for Elizabeth. Inspired by a report about a crack cocaine causing the deaths of many New York prostitutes, he then develops what he calls super crack, which he finds causes living beings to explode.
Whoa.
Deciding he is doing nothing wrong as crack will probably kill them anyway, Jeffrey lures them all into a hotel room under the guise of a medical examination and marks the women with their body parts that he wants to use for his girlfriend. However, as he begins to have second thoughts, the prostitutes all find the bag of super crack and all start smoking despite his plea to them not to.
Super crack.
So, and it's just crazy. Let me just talk about some.
And this movie was made in when? What year was this
1990.
Made? 1990. And so this was after Just Say No and Dare, right?
Yeah, definitely in the middle of all that. So it says that it was released on VHS in 1990. I'm assuming it went straight to VHS. It had an interactive box which had the titular character claim, "Want a date?" When you press the button on the box, he would say, "You want a date?"
Nice.
The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 65% based on 17 reviews. Really?
Dude, there's a lot of love.
Variety wrote that Frakenhooker is a grisly, grotesque horror comedy recommended only for the stout of heart and strong of stomach. Vincent Canby of the New York Times wrote that there is a legitimate sense of absurd lurking with Frakenhooker, but it's overshadowed by special effects and elements that recall softcore pornography. Kevin Thomas of the LA Times.
Is this why you can't show any clips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you can't show any clips. Bill Murray was quoted as saying, if you see one movie this year, Bill Murray was quoted as saying, if you see one movie this year, it should be Frakenhooker.
Bill Murray rocks, dude.
Charlie Sheen could recommend a movie.
I'm wondering if I should watch this.
1990.
You should. It's not that bad. Softcore. It's not that. I mean, it shows a lot of boobs.
Well, that's all right.
Just boobs. That's just showgirl style, then, right?
That's where the
all movies do that.
Talk about another horrible movie.
I thought you weren't into bad cinema. This is great. Yeah,
no, it's not. Showgirls has got to be in the bad cinema.
Awesome.
I want to learn how to dance.
Nice, J-Man. Well, dude, that's some plot, isn't it, man? That's some wacky.
Actually, the guy that made the movie Basket Case about the little brother in a basket, same guy.
Cool. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to do a little shopping for the best parts. He puts a check mark on this girl's butt.
But what about super crack? You know?
Super crack's insane. Yeah. Actually, what super crack is actually methamphetamine, if anybody doesn't know. But anyway, because it does some weird things to people. There's the movie poster or VHS, the DVD, I guess, cover. Here's the Frakenhooker.
That's a pretty good shot. 1990, huh?
Yeah, 1990. I'm sure Mary Shelley was rolling over the grave. Look at the fake nipples they got on the.
Nice.
That's a great shot.
That is an awesome shot.
Poor thing.
Here's a bunch of clips. Here's the pimp Zorro. Look at this guy.
Dude, that is a crazy name for a
dude.
pimp.
He has a Mr. T starter kit on.
You know, talk about taking a piss on
Here's
the original.
Some of the ladies of the night.
Dang.
It's like taking a piss on
that red one. I'm scared of the redhead.
The redhead. Oh yeah, she's. Look at the eyes.
One of the front kind of looks like Power Girl.
Oop! You got a little shot there, dude.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
Oh no, shit.
Wow.
And then at the end of it, when he gets killed, when she puts his head on a woman's body. Nice. So he kind of got what he deserved.
Why not?
I think we had a little slip there. Sorry, it wasn't that.
That was called Janet Jackson slip.
Little nip slip. That's the moral of the story. Right. It happens to you. Whatever you do to other people, you know, it's going to happen to you, right?
I knew it was going to be a short one because I didn't have like a lot of clips for it, so I'm kind of unprepared.
But it's highly recommended.
Of course, right? I've been unprepared. Yeah,
highly recommended.
I recommend it. Yeah, I recommend a lot of things though that you probably shouldn't do, but
glad I saw that. Is Lady Prime still in the chat? Because I need to know. Otherwise, Lady Prime, if you're still here, say something. Because if she's gone,
you were on her show there, right?
I was on her show. Yeah. I was on her show as well. But we're talking about a future show. There she is. And I was going to show off all my Vampirilla that I got, but I can't now because you're watching. So I won't. But I'm really excited. I think mine are all bangers.
Awesome.
So
I've got tons of Vampirilla. I don't know if I'm going to move them or what. I got tons of Vampirilla now.
No, I love Vampirilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Red Sonja
is going to go down.
So. I have a thing for Vampirilla and Red Sonja.
Yeah.
But I like. I'm thinking about getting the first appearance of Red Sonja. I found like a cheap copy of it. So.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
What have you been doing, Aaron?
Lady Prime, you got to pick up a few more. I picked up. I found out I picked up 7, so I have 7 solid Vampirellas.
Let's see them.
I can't because I'm showing. She's my competition. You don't understand.
Oh, I see.
I take this seriously. Okay. I can't have her know.
All right. Can't tip your hand like that.
But I can only find 3 Mystique covers. So I have 7 Vampirella, 3 Mystique, and Mystique I'm finding are hard to find. But the ones I did find, like I found a Road Raven. So
cool.
So it's Mystique and Vampirella.
Yeah. So there's going to be 2 separate challenges and 2 separate, months or whatever. Yeah. And I think I'm hoping Vampirella's first just because I got like the most furs. I'm already done with her. But then we'll see, and then we'll do Mystique, which we've never done a Mystique battle before.
You won't believe the amount of Vampirella I have, and I don't know what to do with. Maybe I need to do a trade with some people or something.
Maybe you need to show me after the show, like your really good ones.
Yeah, I could go and dig it out. It's in the Chaos right now, the Chaos room. So.
You know where everything is in the Chaos, don't you?
I'm creating order from Chaos.
Here's where he gets his head put on a female body.
Yeah, he gets his just desserts right there. You know what I mean?
He kind of gets what he deserves.
Yeah. Yes, I would love to do Vampirella in 2 weeks.
All right, back to the salt mines, J-Man.
Vampirella in 2 weeks. Let me see here.
Yeah, the redhead is scary right there, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's about to eat you.
She looks like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
In the brunette isn't any better, I don't think.
I didn't even see the brunette.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back. She looks a little witchy.
The redheaded one looks like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
The one way in the back might be the most beautiful one of all, I think.
Yeah, I feel like she's going to say, the redhead's going to start going, we're not going to take it.
I think Matthew's right about the blonde and Power Girl. Right.
Okay, so Lady Prime, are you saying the Vampirella? Are you ready in 2 weeks? Are you meaning? Are you meaning the 5th or the 12th?
Ooh.
Because I got my phone in front of me. My stack of Vampirella over there.
So yeah, Matthew, I got stuff going on, but I'm like, man, I'm tired of talking about it. I just want to do it,
Yeah.
I hear you.
After a while, it sucks fucking advertising stuff. So fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I want, and I do have a claim.
Sick of it. I'm just like, I'm going to put the video out. If you don't watch it, I don't care. That's what I'm
That's where I'm at right now. I'm just gonna roll this stuff out too, man. My story, my sci-fi story via song. But I also have a claim sale later today. If you guys want to hit me up, sub me up, it's cool. If not, I'll see you next week, or I'll see you on Matt's show Thursday. Right?
Lady Prime.
What's good cinema? Why don't we do what Matthew's going to do this week?
Oh, good cinema?
What's happening, dude?
Who picked that one, Matt?
Stephanie picked this one.
Oh. Munich, huh?
Starring Eric Bana and Daniel Craig. Directed by Steven Spielberg.
Have you seen it?
No. So I will watch that one.
You really do. I mean, it'll rock you and make you think about it afterwards. Like,
I love that.
It will stay with you.
I love that. And I'm committed to the cinemas. Like,
okay,
I missed this Frakenhooker. I should have watched that one. But, even if the wife came in the room, I don't think she'd care. Right. But
Munich is really, it's based on a true story. So it's really, it's fascinating and
cool.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Noble's here.
Hey, Lisa. Hey,
thank you.
Links for Psychotronic Squirt Gun.
Lisa Noble, right on. Yeah, totally drop your guys' links too. I want to make sure I'm subbed up to everyone.
I got another show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Comic Conversations with C Bizzle.
Nice.
He's part of the Council of Comics with Cliff.
Right.
He's a good guy.
Yeah,
we got the CBC Awards. Vote for Psychotronic Squirt Gun for the Community Award.
I'm on the freaking list. I can't believe it, man.
You are?
I don't know who nominated me.
Matt, are you on the list?
I nominated him.
You guys are too, I think.
Yeah, I nominated you.
I don't know how
You did?
I don't know how the F I got nominated because I don't know what I do, you know? Like there's no like
Man, your
category.
popularity is just skyrocketing. It's going
Sure. That's just but I
barometer.
don't know what category I would be in because I don't have much content on my channel, you know?
You're
How old's your channel?
Awesome person category.
How old's your channel?
Oh, a couple of years now.
Oh, so not new, pretty much.
Not new. I did win best new channel like a couple of years ago.
Well, there you go.
But I don't have any content right now on my channel. I got like one thing just from Heroes Con, like my Heroes Con experience. Pickups.
Awesome. We got your Instagram dropped. Hey, Lisa, I don't think I'm subbed up to you.
I had a lot of fun.
I
had a lot of fun hanging out with Stephanie and Lady Fantastic.
You guys were slaying it, man. I felt left out. I gotta admit, man. It seemed like you guys were having an awesome time, man.
It was an awesome bonding time, I gotta say.
Like because we see each other on the screen all throughout the year, and then I'm like, hell yeah, I have to show up to these things, you know. I've met like 3 people in the flesh so far that I met over YouTube, you know.
And how long have you been doing it, Aaron?
About a couple years, but I did a slow roll. I kept my guard up, but now my guard's dropping. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I don't know. I had something where I didn't want. I don't know. Now I'm into it, and because we're all. It's like I said before, we're all a bunch of loners coming together. I think.
That's exactly what it is. Everyone's probably on the spectrum. Someone said.
Yeah.
It's probably true.
It's like your island of misfit toys.
Yeah, and I'm proud. I'm proud of. I have met some real like friends like Matthew, Jen, you know, Stephanie. You know, I'm slowly. What I do is I slowly get to know people. Yeah. You know, so I'm slowly getting to know my friend Madam right here. But
hi,
Matthew, man, I've been freaking tight with, but who cares, right? We're babbling. But I love all you guys, you know, because I see you guys a lot now. You know, it's pretty cool.
It is cool because I mean, just think if we didn't have this technology, we never would have met. We never would have formed little groups of friends and you know, made little shows about it, and you know what I mean. Like we're so lucky we got to be in this day and age where we got to instead of just being in the fishbowl swimming around, we got to narrow the fishbowl down to like just comic people. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the ice we break the ice. It's so weird, you know. It's so cool. You know, I never thought I'd do this, but I love it. You know?
Yeah.
So well, you know, I didn't really know a lot of people that in my close area here that collect comic books.
Same, dude. Same.
So
now I do. You know.
I know. Austin LeMay is in Phoenix area, so I know he's close.
They're still hours away, but I drove out to see Damien, Sleepy Reader, and Chad.
Yeah.
And Josh.
Mueller knows him really well too.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
And who else?
There are a lot of comic book people on YouTube that are in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, dude. I'll slowly get to know them. That's how I do a slow roll. But
yeah,
I'm starting to drop the guard more and more. So that's cool.
I think West Coast Avengers is in Olympia, Washington. Avengers, West Coast Dave.
Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes southwest of Olympia.
He used to be a mailman, I think.
Oh yeah.
Now he sells comic books online. Oh, I have a Whatnot show on what time
I do a claim sale, but it turns because I get to know people, then turns into a trade show. I don't do it for money. I just do it to try to get the comics in the people's hands in a cheap way, and it's a great way to interact, you know, just showing comics. And
you have some great deals too.
People like looking at comics.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I have a show at 5 o'clock on the 4th of July because Whatnot's only gotten 4% or is only having 4% fees on the 4th of July.
Whoa, dude!
So that's not bad. It's
so
better than what they used.
You're liking Whatnot now, right, Matt?
Well, I mean, the one thing I like about it is I don't have to like. There's pros and cons, right? The con is like one of the cons is there's a lot of fees sometimes, Another con is sometimes you won't sell anything, but you know what? It's the same con as on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the one pro though on there that I don't have to worry about here is I don't have to hunt people down to send the money for their claims.
They come to you.
I mean?
Hey,
well, they have to buy it
dude.
right then. So so you don't have to worry about like, okay, because some people want to let it build up. If you buy something, it's getting shipped out that day.
Yeah.
Hey, nerdy.
Some nerdy.
We actually inspired him to actually start doing videos, and he's been doing videos. He's been killing it.
Nice.
So everybody's so up to him.
Yeah.
We need to get him over.
I need to go onto the Facebook. I mean, I need to go onto the YouTube part right now and just
there's another one of my
start
good
subbing
friends.
up everybody.
Hey, Dan. And Dan's good too. He's a good guy.
I got to sub
one of our Canadian brothers.
He's a Canadian?
Yeah. Oh, I have something to share that I want to share with everybody because I'll be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. I'm at 461 subscribers right now.
Nice work, dude.
Nice work, Matt.
And I will be giving away this book signed by Jenny Prison.
No way. Oh, I want that one. Shit.
So please sub up if you're not sub because you could get a chance to win this book. And she signed it. I was there and saw her sign it myself. There is no COA.
That was the perfect place for her to sign it, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I think that's a fucking wicked signature placement.
And she's got a nice signature.
Yeah.
I'm already subbed up to Madam.
Yeah.
I think on Instagram, definitely.
And I let you in?
Lisa Noble. Let's see. I'm going to sub her up. What a nice person.
Lisa's one of our good mods on the YouTube platform.
Lady Prime,
Christina and JSS Brooklyn. They're always dropping links, and Derek Neiman. I think he does a little modding.
I'm subscribed to Psychotronics work on Aaron.
Nice.
Listen, you're at 436 subscribers. Look at you.
Yeah, I don't normally do that. I should start doing giveaways and shit like that, but I haven't done that yet. I did that on my 100. I did 100 one. So all right, I'm subbing up J-Man.
I'm going to give this movie a rating and tell everybody what I think while we're thinking about it. First, we're talking about Frakenhooker.
Right.
And I'm going to give it like 4 wings.
Nice.
All right. It's a fun movie. It's like a funny movie. It's like, I don't know if it was supposed to be that funny, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out someday.
Yeah, I got a suggestion for the show. You could do does it have to be a character or could it be like an artist? You could do like the ones that like Dave Stevens did his covers. And I also have another suggestion for a subject. You could do Emma Frost or Storm.
I would never do Storm. I wouldn't touch Storm with a 10-foot pole.
No, I meant like
you do Emma?
Like covers,
Yeah, but I would definitely do
Mystique.
I would do. We're gonna do Lady Prime. Dazzler could be a future stream one. I do have a Dazzler cosplay that I do.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Mystique would be a lot of work.
Mystique I haven't done, but I'm thinking that's a lot of navy blue makeup.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I mean, I even think I have eyes. I even think I have contacts that might like suffice for her eyes. Even
wow, that would rock.
And I have like a red wig. All I would need to get is like a gallon of fucking paint.
Yeah, the movie is on Tubi and it's on Peacock right now too.
Hey, you know what I'll do? I'll drop a video I just released. Here, I'll do that.
Oh, that's nice.
Aaron,
do you mind me asking what you do?
What about
Madam?
What do you think about Jean Grey being a character you could do?
Jean Grey,
the Phoenix.
The Phoenix, I've done her. I actually have her outfit upstairs.
Okay.
But it's very covering. It's just like a big onesie, sleeping. Like there's no skin showing. It's not very. I don't know. I'm kind of a diva, and I'm kind of picky about what I do.
Okay.
And like for me to do Rogue was actually me very covered up when I did her at the con and everything.
I didn't even get to see you in the costume, not in person. I didn't even run into you at the con that day when you were dressed as Rogue.
Oh, okay.
Kind of,
yeah.
I was going to get a picture with you.
Oh.
It's okay. I got a picture of me and her, and she was Emma Frost.
That's right. That's the one Chris Claremont
Did you guys go?
picked
Did you guys
out
go there
line.
Sunday? Yeah, he's like, oh, there's how you doing, Emma?
Hopefully the link.
And
so
then
you guys know Higgy Pop, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do.
Okay.
Higgy Pop is a freaking animal. I love that guy, man. He's a riot. He does comic book reviews. He sketches. He plays harmonica, and he acts
out movie scenes in his basement in the Hawk's Nest. He calls it.
He calls it the Hawk's Nest. He's got a great show.
I need to send Madam that video of him pretending to be Rocky.
Yeah,
that's where Mick is dying.
and the best thing about it is that dude is totally a good man, a good guy. And we've been friends for a while, and he calls me Gunner, and it's pretty crazy. And so I remixed one of his live performances in the beginning of this short video that I created. I created about a 10-minute video. This also explains what I'm doing on YouTube right now. So if you guys want to check it out, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
And that's that. That's all I'll do, my little plug, right?
All right. And Madam's been doing a show on, is it Wednesday morning? Sometimes she'll do a hangout.
Wednesday mornings?
Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? Used to do like something in the morning.
You're in an alternate reality, Matthew, or what?
I just do like impromptu.
No, I hung out with you like Wednesday morning last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday, probably, yes. But that was after Heroes or whatever. I just did something.
I better be subbed up to Madam. I'll be freaking pissed if I'm not. I don't know.
I only have one thing on there right now.
We got the
Heroes thing.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do more stuff though. I want to do like a show where I like getting in cosplay, so I would like a show where I can get in cosplay and yet interview like members of the community about stuff. I think
dude.
And you could also do videos on tips for people that want to start cosplaying.
I don't know what tips those are, except a lot of duct tape.
Sorry, man, I wasn't even
lose a lot of weight, go work out.
I subbed you up, man.
Start looking at yourself in the mirror and making faces so you know what you look like on camera and make some good faces.
Yes.
Also, make sure your costume's authentic.
Yeah.
Make sure you know a little backstory about your character.
Well, is it also true that a lot of cosplayers like make it a point that like they don't buy their stuff in the store, they make it themselves?
Well, that's you could be a cosplayer like that, but I'm more of an Amazon shopper cosplayer.
Okay.
Amazon.
Where I like to pick out like the nicest parts of the outfit myself and then put them together myself in a bougie way, so I feel like I've created my own outfit.
There you go.
Okay, that works.
You're a true artist,
it's like I'm buying a different wig than they suggested. I'm buying a different dress than they suggested. I'm buying a different cape or something, Yeah. And I got my own jewelry or whatever, And then I try to make
a true artist, right?
Yes, I try to pay attention to the details. So.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys.
So much so that Cliff, when I was the White Queen in our hotel room, Cliff on Comics, I had my leg out because I was applying rhinestones to like one side of my body for Emma Frost.
Yeah.
And they were stick-on rhinestones, and I'm like, "Here you go, Cliff." And I was smashing a pack of rhinestones. I'm like, "Let's get going." So I think he was sitting there like, "I don't even like put rhinestones on my leg."
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I wish I made it. I wish I went to Heroes Con now. I kind of regret that. Next time, Matthew will rent an Airbnb or something and just throw a big.
Yeah, we're gonna rent an Airbnb next time.
We're gonna rent a castle.
Yeah, we're gonna rent a big castle like Castle Grayskull with the He-Man. And no, what was to find one that's got obviously there'll be one we can find where everybody could stay. And,
a big one.
That'd be crazy. It would be a riot.
And if it came with like a personal chef, that would be really great too.
No one has to cook. That's right. No one's cooking. No one's taking care
Unless
of
somebody
him.
wants to bring their mom.
Yeah. Mom can take care of how many people, Matthew? That'd be a big job, dude.
My mom likes cooking food for people.
It'd be so nice to meet your mom.
She used to have a restaurant, so
Cora.
she's had a lot of adventures.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Cora rocks. Your mom rocks, dude.
Yeah, I know.
They like you, Mom. Mom's got her own fan club now. So
Yeah, she sure does.
And I want to do a commissioned. I got to get a hold of her. I want to do that maybe next month or something.
Okay. She's working on
What are
this
you gonna
one
have her do?
she's almost got the second one done for Robert, and she's got to get Kirby's going. He's probably wondering what's going to happen.
Yeah,
but,
I got Kirby on my show today. Actually, he's going to.
What, Mom?
What kind of commission do you want her to do for you, Aaron?
It's got to be like something about the Green Goblin and Reflection. She did something similar already. I love the original Gwen Stacy Green Goblin and Spidey dynamic because I grew up on the Hobgoblin saga of the 80s.
Okay.
And Peter Parker would always have these crazy flashbacks, and just be totally, anxiety ridden over the death of Gwen and also the death of Captain Stacy, which isn't really nobody really cares about. That's why I'm going to say something. I think that he got married too soon because he was angst over his Uncle Bill dying, and then Captain Stacy, and then Gwen Stacy. There's no freaking way he'd marry MJ as soon as he did. You know what I mean? That's just my.
So how do you envision this reflection? Just as an artist, I'm curious.
Oh yeah, you're thinking about stuff or what?
I mean, that's what I think.
I'd have to think about it because.
Like, do you want the reflection like in a mirror or in a glass?
Well, you don't want Spidey looking in the mirror and being Green Goblin. You want like Peter looking in a reflection and then having that haunt, like something haunting him.
Right. So it could be like a compact, like if a girl is holding the compact up, she can see behind her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like something is there in his
face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like she distraught her distraught face or something like that. Come on, you think about it, man. That is crazy what happened to him with Gwen. He's there.
Yeah.
I know it's just comic books and stuff, but
what happened to him with Gwen? That's so crazy. I don't know.
Okay. We'll do it really quick. We'll sum it up really quick. He, as Spidey, lost Captain Stacy, who he looked up to, and at the end,
that was her dad. He was a police officer.
Stacy said, "Don't marry or don't go near my daughter because you're going to get her killed." Okay, and then it happens, So the whole angst, the whole thing is like Uncle Ben. He became Spidey because he wanted to make a difference because he didn't do anything, and then he really looked up to Captain Stacy and he died, and he swore that wouldn't happen again. And then it happened with Gwen, who he loved. And so that's got to be a mind F,
Yeah.
He had kidnapped, the Green Goblin kidnaps her.
Yeah.
And throws her off the Queen's Bridge.
And he shoots. Yeah.
He shoots a web out to grab her ankle to save her at the last minute. He
does.
And he saves her from hitting the water.
Yeah.
But the jerk from him webbing her foot like that breaks her neck.
Yeah, snaps her neck, dude. It's crazy.
And that's how she dies?
That's how she dies, yeah. And that stayed with him throughout
for years.
At least the
Love it.
Roger Stern run. And when you didn't know who the Hobgoblin was, and the Hobgoblin was breaking into the Green Goblin's
turned out to be his best friend.
Well,
shit, but that's some stuff that happens in reality. Like some stuff you think you're doing the right thing, and I end up, killing somebody.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
same thing happens.
Especially if you're a cop or something,
Yeah, think about it. The same thing happens. He loses loved ones by doing the opposite, by trying.
Yeah,
it still happens. So he wouldn't. Yeah. So of course he loved Mary Jane too,
right?
But he wouldn't be trying to marry her right away.
Yeah,
maybe eventually.
But her and Gwen Stacy are both beloved characters at this point. They're like, And,
it's kind of like Archie, right?
And like the people, like for kids though, a lot of like I heard guys that are older than me that like grew up in that era of Spider-Man talk about like they always thought Gwen Stacy was their ideal, the perfect girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And then when they killed her off, they're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You know, I had the same feeling when they killed Supergirl when she was trying to protect Kal-El from the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah.
Across the Infinite Earth, she's like, "Get Kal-El out of here!" And they're like, "No." Dr. Light's like, "Don't do it."
That's my favorite right now. I can't think of anything better than Infinite, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mean, I can if I think about it, but I freaking love that.
Yeah, holding her in his arms and she's dead. And as a kid, that's traumatic. You're like, "Oh my god, they killed Supergirl." Me and Cliff talked about that one night. Like, it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they're supposed to be, though? Isn't that what all those comics and all those children's
doing
books
it
are
right,
supposed to be? Preparing. It's all preparing children for the trauma that is going to come with their life.
To do.
Think about like the Lion King, Bambi.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Like it's all about like losing your parents.
It's one of the many things that made Spider-Man become the person that made Spider-Man the person he was.
And then they would mess up.
Like all these tragic events that happened. He had a lot of tragedy.
You're talking about Gwen Stacy, and then you get stories like Sin's Past, where supposedly Gwen slept with Norman Osborn. That's ridiculous. That was a total low, and they had kids and all that stuff. It was during the Straczynski run, JMS. It was terrible.
Is that kind of like that crap they did to Captain America, dude? I was so mad.
Like, fighting so bad.
Captain America was secretly an agent of Hydra. I'm like, you bastards, why would you say that?
I know, not Cap, right, my man? Not Cap. But it's all, it's
I gotta
comic,
catch up on my reading. Look at this.
No,
all this is stuff I haven't read yet.
Wow.
Dude, I've got freaking comics I haven't read because I've been sorting.
I haven't read this one.
Man, it's not about reading the comics. It's all about the cover. Come on.
Yeah, dude. There's different ways of collecting. I love reading comics. I haven't been reading lately because I've been sorting. I have so many comics to sort, and you gotta pick and choose your battles. You know what I mean?
I'm starting this one today. The new Star Wars series.
Okay.
Nice. So Frakenhooker became a comic.
I got 2 new Star Wars series.
Oh, comic books.
All right. I'm just going to end it here in a minute. I got Frakenhooker.
Frakenhooker seems like
off the CDC here soon.
Right, Matthew? Wouldn't you agree? Frakenhooker seems like a comic book plot, right? No.
Like a
I wonder if it was a comic book. We got to Google. I'm going to Google that and see if it was a comic book. Because it sounds like it would have been a good one. If it's not a comic book, it should have been one.
I am mainly a cover person because I need characters. Yeah, I hear you. Like, who wants to read all those tiny, tiny, tiny words, right?
I know, I do it though.
It's all about the cover. The cover is the best art in the whole thing. You know it's going to be. So why haven't opened the book?
I love the old books, man. They read like books, and my brain feels better after I read them. But I'm not throwing that in people's faces. You know what I mean? It's just everyone collects differently.
Yeah, some people have ADHD, and reading is really hard.
Yeah, but it's worth the effort, you guys. But I know, I hope we don't lose that. I hope we don't lose the art of reading.
No, in fact, instead of reading, I would prefer to be, sculpting, arting.
Yeah, you rock. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because that's a language in itself. It just doesn't use words.
Yeah, we're all wired
out there like this book. You have to read. Yeah, this is so great. I hear.
I have the original Geiger.
Glowing Man. You do?
That's nice.
I think I have the original Geiger.
I need to get that. If you ever sell it, let me know.
Okay. If I find it.
I'm really into this guy too. Redcoat. He's like the immortal guy from the Revolutionary War. And he has to walk. He walks the earth immortal.
Yeah, Kevin's sending me those, my man.
Yeah, Nerdy. I have that. I have the same problem with like ADHD or ADD. And like I can't watch it. Like I can watch like I have to watch like a movie like in like settings. Like I have to sit down and watch it twice. Like the first part and then the second part.
Because by the half of the movie, I'm bored. I need to get up and do something different.
You just got to move the body sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Those old epics, those movies that are like 3 or 4 hours, like I don't know how people did that in the theater. That's pretty crazy.
Now I have to admit, some of the old ones I don't read. I just collect, but it's mainly the old ones I don't read because I've already read them.
I just love reading the 70s too, you guys. There was such optimism and hope and struggle and like Marvel Comics during the Bronze Age. It's just I'm totally interested in that stuff and reading that stuff. And so, like I said, they read like books too. There's a lot of words, but I like it.
I found one of my old kids' books, Aaron.
Nice.
I'll show everybody in the chat. Transformers: The Great Car Rally from 1984. I even wrote my name in it.
Wow, dude. This is a part of Matthew's history here.
Look, it's got painted art. They painted them.
Yeah, dude.
That shaped your childhood right there.
It did. I must have been 8 years old when this. Mom's doing some touch-up paint or something or varnish on the counter, and I'm getting a buzz from it. She needs to open a window because I'm getting
a buzz from it.
Nice.
You have a handkerchief or something you can put over your mouth?
I'm getting seriously lightheaded right here.
Put your shirt over your mouth.
I'm going to start seeing Franknhookers in my field of vision now.
You got that window behind you, dude.
Yeah, it's not open though.
Dude, breathe into your shirt. Into your shirt, man. Come on.
I'm going to end the show before I pass out.
All right. This has been great, you guys. A wonderful time, man. Thank you.
Wonderful.
And thank you, chat. You guys rock, dude.
Yes,
and remember,
thank you,
before we go,
the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
The chat's great. The chat is undefeated. They're the goats.
The goats of chat.
But remember, before we go, just because it's bad doesn't mean it's not good.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snitchy boochies.